my name is Vera Huebner. I'm the Chief Marketing and Chief Sales Officer here at Frankfurt School of Finance and Management, and as such I oversee all the general branding and marketing activities as well as recruitment and admissions for our degree programs and executive education products. We have a variety of MBA programs, starting with a full-time MBA, which is a 12-month program. We have a part-time MBA that lasts 1.5 years to 2 years, and we have an executive MBA, which is our most senior product, I guess. We also have a special MBA, which is called International Healthcare Management, and that is a very internationally focused MBA, which obviously has as a main core the education of people within the hospital management area. We have also got a very special MBA, which is based in Kinshasa actually, and aimed at that particular target group. It is a traditional full-time MBA, but again based in that area and taking place in Congo. I think Germany is a very stable economy. We have a variety of recruitment opportunities, and within Europe we kind of act as the hub. We're centrally located in Europe and therefore provide a lot of good opportunities for any graduate who might want to come and find employment here. I personally think Frankfurt is the actual financial hub of Europe. Why? Because Frankfurt is the only city in the whole wide world that houses two central banks, the European Central Bank as well as the German Central Bank. We've also just opened up, and when I say we, I mean Germany, but location Frankfurt. We've opened up the Anti-Money Laundering Authority, which will provide ample opportunities for graduates to find jobs after they finish their degrees. And in addition to that, after Brexit, we had an influx of investment banks, financial corporations who weren't already here to actually establish their head offices in Frankfurt. So we work very, very closely with them. We have a lot of corporate partners who very much appreciate Frankfurt School providing them with really able working students as well as graduates. It's super important for our students, and so not only do we offer through our career services a lot of career fairs and networking opportunities with those corporate partners, meaning we invite them onto campus to either discuss directly recruitment opportunities or hold guest lectures, for instance. And we include them in our programs as well. So they can, for instance, provide case studies. They can hold a guest lecture right in the program as well. And through that, they can firstly get to know our students and kind of keep an eye out on the good ones they want to recruit later. And our students can present themselves as a potential employee. I think what's super important and what we focus on very, very much at Frankfurt School is this practical applicability of what they learn, right? So we're not just equipping them with the theoretical knowledge, but we're actually giving them practical experience whilst they're studying at Frankfurt School. And this is not just for the MBAs, by the way. This is throughout our whole degree programs. I think a lot of it comes from our heritage, from where we come from as Frankfurt School. We weren't always a university or a business school. We were actually founded in 1957 by the banks located in Frankfurt because they needed what they called a banking academy to educate banking professionals. And so even then, it was kind of a work and study option, and so we've always focused on this practical application of what our students learn, and not only after 3 years of a bachelor's degree or after 1.5 years of an MBA, but right there and then whilst they're studying. So whilst our kind of heart and core is in the finance area, of course we have a fantastic faculty of by now 93 professors, and that's just the actual full professors, who work as policy advisors, who work as consultants, and often come from the practice world or the world of practice into the theoretical part, and they teach our students, but they also do fantastic research. In fact, we're the only German university that's actually listed on the University of Texas Dallas listing, which is the most important listing for research output. We actually offer in quite a few of our programs, not necessarily in the MBAs, but in the master programs for sure. We offer what we call a 3-day model, which means you study for 3 days, but you also have the opportunity to work up to 20 hours a week, either as an employee, and maybe your company might even sponsor part of the tuition fees, or you can work as a working student. Both options give you fantastic practical experience, I guess, and make you apply what you learn in theory instantly. So first, in Frankfurt, it's fairly easy to find an international placement where it certainly helps to have at least a conversational level of German, but it is often not required. Having said that, we actually offer all our students extracurricular German lessons all the way from A1 level all the way up to C2, which is business proficient. Now, most international students actually choose to learn at least a basic level of German because, I can't lie, it does actually improve your amount of jobs you could apply for, right? But we have a lot of international students who speak English as well as often their mother tongue, and they don't have a problem finding jobs in our international community in Frankfurt. Having said that, other cities might be a little bit different because Frankfurt is actually very special. It's right in the center of Germany. It has 30% expat population, and we have a lot of head offices of overseas banks, consultancy firms, and corporations. We do have a lot of professors of practice, a lot of teachers who come from consultancies, who come from corporations, and they will of course bring in that experience and also the demands these industries are looking for in their new employees, right? So we constantly adapt to those needs from the employers, but we also make sure that we maintain academic integrity, academic freedom. So we will actually base all our teachings on certain foundational theories, I would call it, and then add on top of that the skills that are necessary nowadays to actually succeed in the workforce, I guess. Nowadays, it's more important than ever to learn soft skills, for instance, leadership skills. And we talked about Frankfurt School not being a school of finance only, but also a school of management. And for that, you need those leadership skills. And nowadays, it's more important than ever to hear your employees, to understand their needs if you want to become an efficient leader, right? But it also means you have to ask the right questions, for instance, if you're using AI. So we're equipping our students with the knowledge of doing the right prompts, for instance, so they can then be much more efficient and actually be prepared for the jobs of tomorrow that we might not even know exist yet.